Hi everybody, it's Julie. I'm going to show you today how to make some flowers that I was inspired to make by a gal on YouTube, and her channel name is 217 Creations. I seen a flower she made yesterday. It's called a tulip flower, and she used a fringing technique. Her flower was flat and looked more like the side of a tulip, I guess you could say. And it was painted and it looked really nice. It's really pretty. I'm going to do some more three-dimensional flowers, and mine are all going to have these fringed ends. And I have used different shapes, and because I wanted to see which one came out the best. And you know, she used an apple shape, and that's what this is. And it's a nice flower, comes out really nice and full, and I like it a lot. And then I have used a heart-shaped flower, which is this one. And I've also used a scallop circle, which is this one here. And I like the outcome for both of these. They're both just about the same size. And, you know, this way, if you don't have an apple punch or you don't have access to a silhouette or a cricket, I made mine on my silhouette, by the way, and then you can still make this flower. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how I made it, and I am missing a tool. You'd think I would be prepared for this, and I think I have everything else out but the thing that I need. Oh boy. Oh, here we go. We can use this. I'm just going to use, this is from Chatterbox. It's just an embossing tool. This wasn't what I was using yesterday, but it will still work fine. I've got my mouse pad here, and I've got it turned upside down. And all I'm going to do is just kind of make these, just roughen them up and emboss them down so that they curl up, and you're kind of breaking the plane of the paper and loosening it up. And this makes your paper much more pliable and easier to shape. And I'm going to need 6 of these. You're going to make 2 layers, and I make them with 6 on the bottom and 5 petals on the top, so that there's just a little bit of difference in size. Now you can make them both with 6, but you'll need a total of 12 cutout shapes. And by the way, this is the punch I used for the hearts. It's a Paper Studio punch, and these come from Hobby Lobby, and last week they were 30% off. So I think I paid I think that punch was $7.99 originally. So I think I paid like $4.50 or something like that for it. Okay, there's 4. And I need 2 more. And all you're doing is just pressing down. Like I said, you're breaking the plane and mashing up the fibers of the paper, basically. And see how it kind of gets that shape to it? It kind of curls up a little bit, makes a cup. That's what you want. Okay, now, the gal from 217 Creations, she used Scotch Quick Dry Glue. And of course, that's fine to use, but I'm going to use hot glue because I am a hot glue girl. Okay, so all I'm going to do is I'm going to take my flower and I'm going to put some hot glue here along the corner. Okay, and I'm just going to add my flower, or my petal, I'm sorry, and then just push it down. And you're not going to see all this excess glue, so don't worry about it. So I'm going to give it some glue. And then I'm going to overlap my petals too. If you don't want to, you don't have to. I just like it because it gives it a little bit fuller of an effect, I guess. Just putting a line of hot glue on there, and then putting my flower or my petal on there. And then on this one, I'll do a line of hot glue on both. And you can get rid of those spider webs later. No biggie. Okay, so I've got my flower here, and it's kind of like a cup shape. See? Okay, kind of like a cup shape. And that's what you want. Now, this is where you're going to put in your fringes. Now, she had a pair of Martha Stewart fringing scissors, and I don't have those. Sorry, I had to move the camera there. I don't have those, so I'm going to cut this by hand. And what I'm going to do first is put my other set of petals on top. And I'm going to give that a good squirt of glue in the middle there. And kind of, you know, arrange the petals so they're not exactly even. I think every day when I do a video, my glue gun comes unplugged. Every time. I need a new glue gun, guys. This one is really old. I've had it for a long time. As you can tell, it's like hot glue gushes out the side here. And, you know, it's just a mess. And I'm trying to find one that I really like. So if you guys have any recommendations, please let me know. Because I do need to get a new one. And it's so funny because I seen somebody with an Aleene's one the other day, and I passed up one at a thrift store about 2 weeks ago, and I could just kick myself now because it was only $10 and it had both the tips, the large and the small tip, and oh, I could just kick myself in the butt right now because I passed that up. But you know, live and learn. Okay, so what I've done is I've just folded my flower in half. Now, you don't have to do this. You can cut all the way around if you want. But I'm just going to fold it in half and do my slits because it's just a little bit easier. And I'm just cutting in about a ½ inch or so. You cut in however far you want your slits and your fringe to be. Totally up to you. And you just give it a good, you know, every 1/8 of an inch or so. If you want it to be more than that, you can do smaller slits closer together, whatever you want. Okay, then I'm going to open this up. Okay, and now what you're going to do is you're just going to start shaping these. And you're just going to start flicking them in like this. Okay, and this is going to take the petals apart. Okay, and that's going to make the dimension on your flower. Now, I just keep doing that until I get the look I want. Okay, now I like my flowers to be sparkly. You can get your sparkle however you want. You can use glimmer mist, you can use glitter paint. This is called Glamour Dust, and I got this from Joann's a while back when it first came out for Valentine's Day. And what I'm going to use is, this is a homemade glimmer glaze kind of paint. And I found this recipe from Journal Artista on YouTube. And it's kind of far back in her videos, I think. And I didn't make mine exactly like she made hers because I didn't have everything that she had that she was using. And I just wanted to make some. But this stuff is really great. Nice and shiny. It lasts a long time. I've had this probably for 5 or 6 months made up already. Maybe not quite that long, but all it is like a glaze of red paint, and there's some glue in there, something to make the glitter stick really is what you need the glue for. But I don't think I used glue. I think I used like Mod Podge or some kind of medium. It might have been, let me see what it's called. I think I used this. Liquitex Matte Gel Medium. I think this is what I used. Or it was either that or I used the Mod Podge. So all I'm going to do is give this a mix up so that I get the glitter on my brush. And then I'm just going to, and this is very thin, okay? So you're just going to give it a nice brush on. And you don't need to ruin your mouse pad for this. Okay, and then I'm just going to brush that on. Try and get, you know, I'm going to put several layers of this on. I'm going to try and get that in between those petals. This is a messy project, guys, so just keep that in mind. And I'm just going to give this a good dry. And while I'm drying, I'm just going to keep shaping those fringes so that they curl up for me. All right, now I'm going to give it another coat so I get some more glitter on there. and just put the glitter this time where I really need it. So there was some glitter on one side and none on the other. And I'm going to give this another dry. And this is just red acrylic paint, watered down with that glazing medium in it, or what is it called? Gel medium in it, and then a bunch of glitter. And that's pretty much kind of what Tattered Angels is. Their glimmer glaze, like a fingernail polish, I guess, kind of. This is a little bit thinner than fingernail polish, but it works for me. Okay, so now I've got my flower, and I've got the edges all crinkled up and raised up and just like I want it. So now I'm going to finish this off with a button, and I'm going to use this one here. And these I got from Hobby Lobby, and they came in a big package. You got miscellaneous ones, you know, a whole bunch of different ones. And I'm just going to use my husband's, I don't even know what these things are called, but they just take the shanks off the buttons. I'm going to give this a good douse of hot glue. And there went my cord again. See, guys, this is why I need a new hot glue gun. Drives me crazy. Okay, I'm just going to set that down on there. Now, because I like glitter, and I can never have too much glitter, I'm going to put some more sparkle on here with some Stardust Stickles. Okay, and again, I like to use my fingers for this because I like to get I don't like lines of glitter glue. I like it to be all mixed up and kind of distressed looking. And there was one other thing that I should have done, and I'm just going to do it now. But I took my, of course, because, you know, not only do I like vintage photo, and not only do I like stickles, but I love vintage photo. So I'm going to give this a little dark edge. Okay. And this just gives it a different color on the edge, gives the flower a little more depth. Okay. So now I've got my fringed flower. All right, I'm going to come back with another video on how to do the other ones as well. So I hope you like this. All right, bye.